Would you rather date a wealthy internet fraudster or build a future with a broke young accountant who has real potential? Let's listen to Kate's story. Kate lived in a lively university hostel with her two best friends, Mimi and Bella. The three of them shared a small but cozy room, its walls covered with posters of celebrities and floors scattered with stylish clothes and makeup kits. Mimi and Bella were the life of every party, known for their love of nightlife and attention-grabbing style. Every weekend, they dressed to impress in the latest shoes and glittering jewelries. Outside, different guys wait in flashy cars, ready to take them out to fancy restaurants or the hottest club in town. Kate, on the other hand, was different. At 23, she was quiet, focused, and determined. She never missed a lecture and often spent her evenings studying. Her boyfriend, Anthony, worked at a local bank in town. Anthony wasn't rich, but he was kind and responsible. Whenever he visited, he brought her small gifts, sometimes snacks, sometimes fruit. Kate truly loved him, but deep down, she sometimes felt embarrassed. Anthony couldn't spoil her the way Mimi and Bella's boyfriend did. One Saturday afternoon, the girls sat in their room chatting and laughing. Mimi held up a shiny gold necklace her boyfriend had just given her. "Can you see this?" she said proudly, her eyes gleaming. "My babe gave me this yesterday. Pure gold. He said I deserve the best." Bella clapped her hand in excitement. "Wow, this is so fine. My boyfriend also got me a designer bag last week. It cost a fortune, but he said anything for his queen." Both girls laughed, admiring the necklace as it sparkled under the lights. Kate sat quietly on her bed, watching them. She had nothing to show, nothing to boast about. Anthony had never bought her any expensive gift. A small wave of envy rose in her chest, but she forced a smile. "Kate, why are you so quiet?" Bella teased. "Don't tell me Anthony hasn't bought you anything special before." Kate gave a shy laugh and shook her head. You know Anthony is different. He's not like that." The girls exchanged glances and giggled. Kate felt a wave of discomfort wash over her, but said nothing. The next day was Sunday and Anthony came to visit. Kate was so happy to see him, but something was on her mind. After chatting for a while, she finally gathered the courage to speak. "Anthony," she began, trying to sound casual, "I was thinking of braiding my hair. I saw a style at the salon, but it's a bit expensive. Can you help me with some money?" Anthony looked at her in surprise. "Braiding your hair? How much does that cost?" Kate hesitated for a moment. "It's about 15,000 naira. Anthony frowned. 15,000 naira? That's a lot of money now. "Kate, why do you suddenly want to braid your hair? I like your natural look. You are beautiful just the way you are." Kate's heart sank. She had hoped he would understand. Forcing a weak smile, she quickly changed the topic, but deep down she felt hurt and disappointed. Days turned into weeks and life on campus continued. One evening, Mimi's boyfriend threw her a surprise birthday party. He arrived with a money bouquet made with neatly wrapped money, ribbons, and a big of box filled with expensive gifts. Mimi screamed in excitement as everyone in the hostel ran to join the celebration. Mimi, your boyfriend is too much," one of the girls said. "You are so lucky," another added. Kate stood quietly in a corner, watching. She smiled on the outside, but inside she felt a deep longing. She wished Anthony would do something like that for her. Later that evening, Mimi invited Kate to join her for the birthday dinner. "Kate, you must come," Mimi insisted. "It's a fancy restaurant in town. Everyone will be there." Kate hesitated. She didn't have a dress nice enough for such occasion. After thinking for a while, she decided to call Anthony. She went into the room, closed the door, and dialed his number. "Hello, Anthony," she said softly. "I need a small favor. Can you send me some money? I want to buy a dress for Mimi's birthday dinner." Anthony's tone changed immediately. "A dress? Kate, you don't need to go that dinner. What's the point? Stay in your hostel and focus on your studies." "But Anthony," Kate started, her voice soft and pleading. "No, Kate," he said firmly. "I don't like this idea. You shouldn't be running around like those other girls. You are better than that." Kate's heart dropped. She ended the call quietly and sat on her bed, trying hard to hold back her tears. Unknown to her, Bella had overheard the conversation. A few moments later, Bella walked to her side of the room and sat beside her. "Kate, why are you still with this guy?" she asked bluntly. "He doesn't spend on you, he doesn't let you enjoy yourself, and is always controlling you. What's the point?" Kate didn't know what to say. "Listen," Bella continued, "you are a beautiful girl and you deserve better. If Anthony won't treat you like a queen, someone else will. I will even give you one of my dresses for tonight, but you have to promise me something." "What?" Kate asked softly, unsure. "You have to meet someone new, someone who will make you forget about that Anthony guy, just for one night." Kate hesitated. Her heart told her no, but the pressure was too much. She nodded slowly. "Okay," she whispered. That evening, Kate wore a stunning red dress that Bella had given her. It fit her perfectly. For the first time in a long while, she felt truly beautiful. As she stood in front of the mirror, Bella smiled proudly. "Now you look like a proper queen," Bella said. When they arrived at the restaurant, the place was alive with laughter, music, and smell of delicious food. Mimi's boyfriend had gone all out. The table sparkled with decorations, and the atmosphere was full of excitement. As the night went on, Kate felt a mix of nervousness and excitement. She had never been in such a setting before. Her mind drifted to Anthony, but she quickly pushed the thought aside. "Kate," Bella whispered, nudging her. "That guy over there, he's been staring at you since we walked in." They both giggled quietly. The party went on. Soon, Mimi and Bella left for the VIP section, where the real celebration was happening. Loud laughter filled the air, camera flashed, and bottles of expensive champagne lined every table. The music boomed as wealthy young men sprayed money across the dance floor. Kate, seated quietly in a corner with a few others, felt like she had stepped into another world. Everywhere she looked, men in designers' clothes flaunted their wealth, tossing wads of cash like it meant nothing. Some even threw bundles of money at the feet of laughing girls, who bent quickly to pick them up. Kate felt completely out of space. She still stayed glued to her seat, sipping slowly from a glass of juice Bella had brought her. Suddenly, a tall, confident man approached their table. He was strikingly handsome, and a bright smile and gold accessories that glittered under the lights. Dressed in a spotless white outfit, he looked like someone who was used to getting attention. "Good evening, ladies," he said smoothly, his gaze fixed on Kate. "Good evening," they replied in unison. Though Kate's voice trembled slightly. "My name is Tunde," he continued, his smile widening, "and you must be the most beautiful woman I have seen tonight." Kate shifted uncomfortably, unsure how to respond. "Thank you," she said softly. Tunde's eyes remained locked on her. "Your beauty caught my attention from across the room," he said, completely ignoring the other girls who were already smiling at him. "I hope you don't mind me saying this, but I think I'm already in love with you." Kate let out a nervous laugh. She didn't know what to make of his boldness, but tried to stay polite. I think that's a little too soon, she replied with a shy smile. Tunde laughed. Maybe, but I'm just being honest. A queen like you deserves to hear the truth. He sat beside her, brushing off the jealous stares from other girls in the room. Another girl nearby tried to start a conversation with him, but Tunde made it clear his attention was on Kate alone. As the night went on, he tried to get to know her better, asking about her studies, her dream, and her life at school. Kate wasn't really interested, but she responded politely. When the party began to wind down, Bella leaned close to Tunde and whispered, "Why don't you take her number? She's shy, but she's sweet." Before Kate could stop her, Bella grabbed Kate's phone and handed it over. Tunde quickly saved his number and dialed his own to get hers. "Thank you for making my night," he said with a charming smile before walking off to join his friend. On their way home, Kate was unusually quiet. Bella, on the other hand, was bubbling with excitement. "Can you imagine," she said, "the most expensive guy in the party had picked you out of everyone?" Kate rolled her eyes. "I didn't ask him to." "Oh, don't be boring," Bella said, laughing. "He likes you. He's rich, handsome, and clearly interested. What else do you want?" Before Kate could respond, her phone rang. It was Tunde. "Hello," he said warmly. "Just wanted to make sure you got home safely." "Yes, I'm home," Kate replied, trying to sound calm. "Good, I will call you tomorrow. Have a good night's rest." As soon as the call ended, Bella screamed in excitement, "Kate, I can tell you, he's serious about you. You need to give him a chance." Kate sighed. She didn't like how fast things were moving, but Bella's words lingered in her mind. The thought of living a luxurious life like her friends was tempting. For the first time, she began to question her relationship with Anthony. The next evening, Tunde called and invited her to dinner. Bella insisted she go. "Just one night now," Bella said. "There's no harm. Let him show you how real men treat women." Reluctantly, Kate agreed. Tunde picked her up in a sleek black car with cream leather seats that smelled of expensive cologne. He drove her to a luxurious rooftop restaurant in the heart of the city. The place was breathtaking. Candlelit table, a live band playing soft jazz, and a view that sparkled under the night sky. Tunde pulled out a chair for her, and she smiled. "You deserve the best," he said as he ordered the most expensive item on the menu. His voice was smooth and confident. After a while, Kate decided to ask the question that had been bothering her. "Tunde, what do you do for a living?" Tunde paused, then smiled casually. "I'm a working guy," he said. Kate frowned slightly. "What does that mean? What kind of work do you do exactly?" Tunde leaned back in his chair, his expression calm, but there was something mysterious in his eyes. "I make my money on the internet," Tunde said with a smirk. "You know, buying and selling, that kind of thing." Kate narrowed her eyes. "Buying and selling what exactly, Tunde?" Tunde chuckled softly. "Kate, you don't need to worry about the details. Let's just say I'm into making money online. Big money kind of thing." And then it clicked. Kate's heart sank as realization hit her. "Wait, you're an internet fraudster." Tunde's smile flattered for a second, but he quickly regained his composure. "Look," he said calmly, "everyone does it these days. It's just business. Why struggle when you can make easy money online? Don't let society fake morals confuse you. What matters is the result, money." Kate felt a wave of disgust wash over her. She pushed her chair back and stood up. "I can't do this," her voice trembling. Kate, wait, Tunde called after her. What's the big deal? Don't act like you've never spent money made from this kind of work before. But Kate was already walking away. When she got back to the hostel, she was just furious. Bella was sitting on the bed scrolling through her phone. Kate, you are back, Bella said cheerfully. How was your outing? Kate dropped her bag and glared at her. How could you set me up with an internet fraudster? Bella's eyes rose. Did Tunde tell you that? He didn't have to. I figured it out. Kate snapped. How could you? Bella, you know me. You know I would never date someone like that. Someone like what? Bella scoffed. You are being dramatic. How do you think young guys like him make money? You think they sit in offices all day? Please, that's no excuse, Kate shouted. I can't believe you would encourage me to be with someone like that. Bella shrugged, her tone sharp. You need to open your eyes, Kate. This is reality. Everyone is doing it. If you don't want to stay broke forever, you need to stop being naive. Kate took a deep breath, her voice firm. I'd rather be with Anthony. At least he's honest. Bella laughed mockingly. Anthony, that same guy who calculates every naira before he spends a dime. Go ahead and stay with him. Just let me know when you get tired of being broke. Kate didn't respond. She grabbed a pillow and lay down, her mind racing. Deep down, she knew she had made the right decision, but the pressure to fit in was becoming harder to ignore. Later that night, too upset to argue, she grabbed her towel and headed to the bathroom. She hoped the cold water would calm her nerves. As the water ran down her skin, she thought about Anthony. Kind, responsible and hardworking. He wasn't flashy like Tunde, but he was honest. Still, a small part of her couldn't stop wondering if Bella was right. Would she really spend her whole life struggling because she refused to take shortcuts? Kate felt alone in her convictions. The next morning, she woke up to the sound of laughter. Mimi and Bella were sitting on Bella's bed, their eyes glued to Mimi's phone. Kate, you are awake, Bella said with a mischievous smile. Guess what? Tunde sent me a message last night asking about you. He really likes you. Kate groaned. I'm not interested, okay? Bella laughed. Not interested? Stop lying to yourself. You should be grateful a guy like Tunde even noticed you. I said I'm not interested, Bella snapped. Suit yourself, Bella said with a shrug. But let me warn you, opportunities like this don't come every day. Don't come crying to us when we start asking you to split bills. Kate ignored them, focusing on getting ready for her lecture. As she packed her bag, her phone buzzed. It was a message from Anthony. Good morning, my love. I hope you slept well. I will call you later to check on you. Have a great day. A small smile crept onto Kate's face. Despite everything, Anthony's thoughtfulness always found a way to reassure her. Days turned into weeks. Kate threw herself into her studies. She avoided parties and ignored Tunde's call, determined to stay focused. But living in the same hostel with Mimi and Bella made it hard to escape their flashy lifestyle. One evening, as Kate was revising for an upcoming test, Bella burst into the room, excitement written all over her face. Kate, you won't believe this, she shouted, holding up a brand new designer bag. Kate looked up, unimpressed. What now? Tunde sent this for you, Bella said, placing the bag on Kate's bed. Kate froze. What? Why would he do that? He said he feels bad about how things ended and wants to apologize. Bella explained, grinning. Just look at it. It's authentic. This bag is worth more than your entire wardrobe. Kate stared at the bag, her heart pounding. She knows she shouldn't accept it, but the temptation was overwhelming. I can't take this, she said firmly, pushing the bag away. Bella groaned. Stop acting like a village girl. Do you know how many girls would kill to have a guy like Tunde sending them gifts? Just take it. I said no, Kate repeated, her voice trembling. Bella rolled her eyes dramatically. Fine, stay in your boring righteous world, but don't say I didn't try to help you. As days went by, tension filled their small room. Bella kept pressuring Kate to live a more glamorous life, while Kate held tightly to her values. One evening, as they folded clothes, Bella sighed, Kate, I don't understand you. You are beautiful, smart, and full of potentials. Why are you wasting it on a man who can't even spoil you? Because I value honesty and hard work, Kate replied calmly. Bella laughed. Honesty and hard work won't pay your bills, my dear. Life is short. Why suffer while you can enjoy it? Kate's eyes burned with anger. I'd rather suffer with dignity than live off stolen money. Bella shook her head. You are a fool, Kate, a big fool. One day you'll realize it. It was true. The decision hadn't been easy for Kate. Anthony, the man she had loved for so long, had promised things would change, but despite his efforts, he never seemed to be able to give her the life she dreamed of. It wasn't that Anthony wasn't good for her. He was loving, dedicated, and hardworking, but he was also careful, maybe too careful with money. After months of pressure from Mimi and Bella, Kate finally gave in. She had given Anthony all the chances she could, but the lure of luxury had become too strong to resist. One evening, as Kate sat with Bella and Mimi, the conversation again turned to boyfriends. My boyfriend bought me this bracelet last week, Bella said proudly. He's even planning a trip to Dubai for us. Kate sat quietly, pretending to read something on her phone. Anthony had never bought her anything extravagant. She couldn't help but feel a sting of envy, not just for the gift, but for the freedom, excitement, and attention they enjoyed. She wanted that life too. That night, as she lay in bed, she typed a message to Anthony. I think we need to talk. Anthony called immediately, his voice filled with concern. Kate, is everything okay? I think we should break up, she said, steady but breaking inside. I need more than what you can offer. I don't think you can give me the life I want. Anthony was silent for a moment. Is it really about money, Kate? He asked softly. I love you. I will do anything to make you happy. I'm sorry, Anthony, she whispered, but I can't keep waiting. I want to experience more. But before he could respond, she ended the call. The next day, Tunde called. His voice was smooth as ever. Kate, I would love to see you. Let me take you out. A spark of excitement filled her chest. She spent hours preparing, feeling both nervous and thrilled. Tunde picked her up in a black car that gleamed under the sun. Inside the seat were cream-colored leather and the air smell of fresh cologne. Their date was at an exclusive restaurant. Golden lights, soft music, and waiters in tuxedos. Tunde orders expensive meal and pour her a glass of fine wine. You deserve the best, he said, with that charming smile. After dinner, they took a night cruise on a luxurious yacht. The city lights danced across the water, and Kate couldn't believe how quickly her life had changed. Days turned into weeks, and Tunde continued to spoil her. Weekend getaways, designer clothes, and even a gold watch she had once admired in a shop window. Kate was swept up in the excitement, lost in life she had once only dreamed of. But even with all the luxury, a quiet emptiness followed her. She still thought about Anthony, his gentleness, patience, his honesty. Tunde had given her everything she wanted: money, attention, status, But Anthony had given her what she needed: peace. One day, she sat at the cave with Tunde, laughing over coffee. Her phone buzzed. It was a message from Anthony. Kate stared at her phone screen, torn between love and temptation. Anthony's message read, "Kate, I still love you. Please don't leave me. I promise I will do better." It had been weeks since she last heard from him, yet his word brought back so many memories. The long nights they spent dreaming about the future, the quiet moments filled with laughter and promises, but that life now felt so far away. Later that evening, Anthony called. "Kate, please," he said softly. "I can't stop thinking about you. I've been trying to change. I just need you to believe in me." Kate bit her lip, torn apart by guilt and pride. "Anthony, I don't know what to say," she whispered. "You've had your chances, but I can't wait any longer. I need more." "Kate, you don't love me," he asked, his voice breaking. "I do love you, Anthony." "I really did," she said, her eyes glistening with tears. "But I can't keep living like that. I wanted more. More than what you could give me. Tunde gives me everything I want." There was a silence on the other end. Then Anthony spoke, voice trembling. "I can't stop loving you, Kate. I will always be here, waiting for you. If you ever realize what you've lost." Kate hung up, tears spilling down her cheeks, but she quickly wiped them away. She couldn't go back now, not after everything she had tasted with Tunde. Months passed. Kate was now completely consumed by her new life. She barely went to class, spending her days shopping, traveling and attending lavish parties. Tunde made everything look easy. For the first time, she felt like she was living the dream, but deep inside, something felt off. She didn't truly understand fully what Tunde did for a living. He was always glued to his laptop, whispering on phone calls and brushing off her questions. Then, one afternoon, as Kate sat in his penthouse, she noticed police cars outside. Her heart froze. Moments later, officers stormed in, confiscating everything: cars, jewelry, and documents. "What's going on?" Kate cried out, but no one answered. Tunde was arrested before her eyes. The news spread quickly across campus. Notorious internet fraudster arrested. His name was everywhere, and so was hers. Everything Kate owned, the bag, the jewelries, and the designer clothes, was seized. The university rusticated her for being associated with him. Her once glamorous name was now stained. She sat alone in her hostel, packing her things, eyes red and swollen. Mimi glanced at her quickly. "Kate, what are you thinking about?" she asked gently. Kate looked up, her voice breaking. "I thought I was living the dream, but now I have nothing. I lost everything." Mimi sighed. "Honestly, Kate, it was bound to happen. You can't play with fire and expect not to get burnt." Days turned into weeks. Kate tried to rebuild her life, but it wasn't easy. Her reputation was ruined, her dreams shattered. She realized too late that she had made the wrong choice. One evening, as she sat alone staring at her phone, she thought of Anthony, his calm voice, his kindness, his steady love. She wondered if he had moved on or if a part of him still thought of her too. With trembling hands, she picked up her phone and dialed his number. It rang once, twice, no answer. She tried again and again until finally she gave up. The phone slipped from her hand as silent tears rolled down her cheeks. Kate had traded love for luxury and lost them both. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't, please subscribe to this channel for more interesting story. My name is Kiki, Besties from all over the world. Thank you for your support.